Good evening. This is TJ from Fat Boy's Garden. I decided to do an update this week. I just did one not even 2 weeks ago, but I wanted to do an update because there's just something that's going on in my garden that I'm just thoroughly amazed at. But I'm going to start with the little stuff. Here's the beans that I transplanted. I think it was last week. I transplanted those, and those bad boys are already growing. And then over here are my radishes. I'm sure that they're ready to be pulled up. I don't eat radishes. I'm growing them for somebody. But yeah, it looks like they're ready to be pulled up. There's one there and there's one there. So yeah, they're ready to be pulled up, but I'm gonna leave them in there for a while longer. And then over here, looks like my kale has come back pretty good. So we're gonna get this kale picked today. There's the collard greens that I really haven't been paying much attention to. I grew them, but I still got a freezer full of collard greens now. And over here are my pepper plants. Haven't gotten much out of these, and I think it's mostly because there's not much sunlight over here. I'm getting a few sporadic peppers. You know, there's a few of them in there, but nothing like I thought I would get. I harvested these banana peppers last week, took those to work, and one of my co-workers said that she absolutely loves peppers. So she was happy to see all of the peppers that I bought her last week. And my jalapenos are really coming back. I harvested those. And as you can see, they're really producing now. And over here, I pulled a fresh green pepper out last week and cooked with it. Here's another green pepper that's ready to be picked. If I leave it there, I'm just scared the bugs might get a hold of it. So I'm really proud of these. And then here's another green pepper plant that's finally taken off. It's about to come up out of the cage there. And over here, my okra. It's not getting as tall as I would have thought it would have gotten. Because last year my okra was really about 8, 9, 10 feet tall. So, but it's still early yet. Sun is out. So it's still early. And then here's some beans that I planted 2 weeks ago. And believe it or not, there was 2 beans in each bucket. And you see what germinated here. Yep, you see what germinated and what didn't. So, but I'm getting ready to start another planting of beans today, because I got a lot of stuff that I'm going to be pulling up, and I'm going to put beans in its place. But this is why I'm shooting this video. This corn last Sunday, was barely 2 feet tall. We got a good soaking rain on Monday, and this corn just took off. It just took off. So I'm really hoping for some big things out of this corn this year. And here's the other thing that just really and truly took off, was these eggplants. These things last week, once again, they were barely about 2 feet tall. These eggplants are every bit of 4 feet tall now. I mean, they just literally took off. And got all kinds of little fingerlings coming in. I don't eat any of this stuff, so my wife has been eating eggplant and whatever else she can come out here and harvest. Over here, my carrots are doing pretty good. I'm not quite ready to pull them up yet. And down there is my basil. Looks like it's getting ready to bolt on me. But that's okay. We've gotten quite a bit of basil here. And these are the 2 green pepper plants that I had left over that I've caged. And those are really going up now. So I'm just really happy with all of that. And we're going to take a walk up the hill up here. Here's Mr. Milo, who gets in the way more than anything else. And there's just a glimpse at my tomatoes. And I'm just so thrilled with my tomatoes. Every day we're coming out here and we're picking tomatoes. Almost every single day we're getting more and more red tomatoes. So I'm real happy with what's happened with these tomatoes this year. But that's another video for another time. Right now we're looking at my full garden and all of the surprises that I had with it. So we're gonna climb up this old treacherous hill here. I really need to get those stairs redone. And that's gonna be something that I am gonna get done hopefully within the next month or so. I'm gonna get those old stairs dug out and get me some new stairs put in. Cause I hate trying to come up this hill here cause this dirt is kind of loose. And it's real easy to misstep when you're coming up this hill up here. I've slid back down on more than one occasion. Up here we've got my okra, and this okra is not doing bad at all. There's a couple pieces in there that I can probably go ahead on and harvest. This was the squash and the zucchini that I pulled up last week, and this tomato plant here is just really is overweight, so I probably need to do something about strapping that back the other way. My disappointment was over here. This is some cucumbers that I grew, and they just didn't do well at all. They just did not do well at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and get all of that stuff cleaned up out of here today. And here's another another okra plant here that's growing. So, but today is the day to get all of this stuff cleaned up. Over here, I never really planted anything in these buckets because I'm not real happy with the sun that I've gotten this year. So I didn't do anything with these buckets. The stuff that I did plant up here died off. So next year, yep, it'll be next year. But yeah, these buckets here, I just, like I said, didn't do much with. Over here, what is this? This is a weed that I guess I can go ahead on and pull up. And there's, oh, wait a minute. I think I just pulled, well, that is a weed, but I guess it was collard greens in that bucket. Oh, that's the collard greens that I threw in there, or broccoli that I threw in there and didn't do anything with. I just threw it in there and let it go for what it know. So I've got a couple of okra plants that I can transplant. And over here, I think these were a couple of squash plants that I just threw up here in this compost pile. I haven't turned this dirt over, so I really need to come up here and turn this dirt over. Try to get some good compost out of that. And that's gonna pretty much do my garden. I was just so, oh wow. Here's some black cherry tomatoes. So that means that that plant has gotten overgrown because black cherry is on the front. I didn't have a black cherry plant on the back. So I might have to think twice about pulling that up. So that's going to pretty much do it for my garden update. And that's going to be it for now. This is TJ from Fat Boy's Garden. We're going to see you next time.